Okay, here we go. Happy Tuesday. It's Title Tuesday. Got my Earl Grey tea. I think it's been a little while since I streamed a morning Title Tuesday tournament. But here we are. Tournament starts in about 3.5 minutes. A pretty strong lineup of players. Have to scroll down a bit to find my name. Might take a while to to actually scroll down. Welcome to the early joiners in YouTube chat. Hello to ZP, hello to James. Hope people are doing well. So I'm not going to have time for a warm-up game. Welcome back to C. Kempton. Be 35 months. FB3 the third, welcome back. Real Klein, how's it going? So it's going to be a long day of chess. I do plan to stream both Title Tuesdays. I have already scheduled the previous stream, or the next stream. I am still waking up. Make sure the redirect thing is working. On YouTube, there's like a different system for raiding, at least like the comparable to raids on Twitch, where I kind of have to pre-select which stream I'll send the audience to. So I'm going to attempt to redirect myself. Welcome to more people. How's it going, Josh? Any plans to make some more minimalist merch? I'm definitely due for some new like merch updates and designs. If people have any requests, do let me know. Maybe before the end of the year. Thank you to Carl32 King. Happy 25 months. There's a question, what do the crowns and numbers mean? I guess there's a lot of numbers present around the stream, but I do have the widget thing above my head. That's going to track my score, my brilliant moves, my blunders. There's also the standings here. No games have been played yet, so it just shows players' ratings, seed number. 337 players signed up so far. Oh, in chat. Yeah, in YouTube chat, there's like a new thing with the most like engaged viewers. You get a small badge. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the updates. Okay, got about 10 seconds. Thank you to Malefist. Happy 41 months. Okay, so I'm closing chat on my end, but chat will still stay open for people to chat in if they want. Oh, I'm playing Levi Eddy, who beat me pretty badly in Australia a few years ago. Let me try and get revenge. Let's play e6 and maybe some quick d5. His d4 will come. And d4 is playable. Just be solid though. Sometimes knight d4 is an idea. Interesting. So bishop h6, bishop f6. I have to be careful. There's ideas of like take f6, but my queen is on d8. It should be okay. If I get the chance, I probably want to play king h8. Wow. So if I take, and then take. Not fully understanding. Oh, white wants to include bishop g7. That's interesting. Wow. I could take and play this. I think this is okay. Maybe I should have played a warm-up game. Not sure about this. So this is attacked and this is attacked. I am temporarily down a piece. If knight c6, then all of Vox minor pieces would be hanging. I'm not sure what to expect, which maybe indicates that white is in a bit of trouble. Yeah, if takes, I can take with bishop and defend f7. Could also maybe take the knight. Actually, if the knight moves, I probably can take on f5. Still be solid. Thank you for the bits. I do have OBS open, but it's small, so I don't know who actually cheered bits. Okay, opponent's getting pretty low on time here. I guess knight f4 a take. Yeah, let's go for this. Okay, knight f4 might be an idea. Queen d6 doesn't work. Queen c7 looks playable. No, queen c7, knight g6. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stay awake. There. All right, let's go for this. I blunder knight c6. It's so bad. The opponent misses it. Knight g6 is, okay, not really a threat. Play this. I can't believe it. I gotta go for this dirty trap. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, I feel so bad after that game. I feel slightly better though. It ends in stalemate. I didn't even try like the pre-move trap. This is like the oh no my rook trap. Oh man. Let me turn on the heart rate monitor. I feel like I made more blunders that game than like all of last week. Oh, there's a common strategy in chess. Sacrifice everything, it might be stalemate. In this case, it was definitely stalemate. Undefeated, one draw. 68.6%. That's like a record. 4 blunders. Oh dear. Wait, I missed maiden 1 2 times? Really? I mean, I had a battery, but the queen's defending, and then I'm in check. I'm in check again. I don't... Was maiden 1 missed? The queen was always defending g2. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if I missed, like, force mate. Uh... Yeah, I kind of got into a tricky situation. Wow, I'm just losing in this position. I was feeling comfortable, too. I completely misjudged. F5. Okay, F5 is a nice idea. I have to be more awake to find moves like F5. It's a good question. How can it be 68% and say I played at 2200 level? I think the thing is kind of just random sometimes. I think it's also based on my rating. Like this rating is not solely based on the play of the game. It's based on what my rating is. So it's trying not to make me feel so bad. Because this number should be much lower. Anyway, moving on. Next game. Let's try and win a game. Let's try and blunder less than 4 times too. Okay, I didn't really mean to play 95. It's not theory, but we'll go with it. Hmm. I do want a pawn storm. and the pawn storm has already begun. Not entirely sure about this. Let's do it though. Knight e4 g6. There's takes h6. There's rook h3. Also taking. Go for this. Kind of weird position. Bishop a4 is an annoyance. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. No, I can't take. Okay, this looks pretty bad, but I don't know what else to do. I have rook and knight for queen. I completely miss rook b8. I'm still fighting, kind of. It's a good move. My knight's gonna get trapped. Unless I can do something tricky. I have no time. Oh no. Not looking great. No! Okay, I flagged. Uh, rough start. Rough start. I got in trouble in this middle game. Maybe I overpushed on the king side. How many blunders am I going to make today? Please tell me I scored above 70. Okay, 76. Oh dear. One blunder. Rook G1 was bad. Rook H3 is maybe better. Well, my undefeated streak didn't last too long. Yeah, Bishop G3 is what I almost always play. I need to wake up more, I guess. Need to be sharper. Okay, so H4 is fine. Yeah, sometimes these positions take very specific approaches. Oh, thank you, JH. Yeah, not only do I need better luck, I need better moves, better time management. So engine likes takes and bishop e5. I think this probably requires deeper analysis. Like this pretty low depth engine doesn't really give too much insight. I mean, H5 is still fine. Oh, thank you, Nishu. Welcome back. Nishu, creator of the beautiful widgets above. I'm gonna try and make it more beautiful if I can get some wins. Yeah, there's not H5. I thought there should be something on H file. Wow, maybe not. Even taking looks interesting. And then knight's hard to remove. But yeah, already losing control there. Okay, moving on. Try and recover. Stafford Gambit time. Let's play French. Need some change. I'll play Bishop E7. Interesting. The bishop's actually decent on A6. There's G5. F3 makes sense. I do have to be careful here. Bishop or bishop g5. f4, bishop h6. Might want to do this maneuver. Oh, I forgot to update the blunder counter. I'll do that later. Yeah, we could be getting a very, very close position. I'm gonna leave all the tension. Try and pressure the C file. Bishop a4, I have b5, maybe. There's also this idea. f5. Have to take. Hmm. Knight f4 is coming. I run with the king. Rook f1 is coming. Hmm. Yeah, I might be in trouble again. Queen h6 maybe. Then knight f4. Let's try it. It's a bit awkward now for white. Queen's tied down to this. The rook is pinned, threatening this. Now I'm threatening to take and then take. I could castle, I think. And knight d5. That's still not over. Oh no. How to win a chess game. Oh dear. I feel so bad about my chess today. I'm adding the blunder from the last game. So coming into this game, I had 5 blunders across 2 games. Okay. I thought my first game of today was my worst like title Tuesday game ever. But this I think beats it. These numbers again kind of lie. It should be much, much lower. Subtract 1,000 points. No brilliant moves. 3 more blunders to add. I think I've already matched my total number of blunders from last week's title Tuesday. Okay, I'm on 50% somehow. Let's take away a lesson from this game. It was an interesting position. I just misplayed the opening. Oh, maybe b6. Oh, c5 is the theory here. I need to learn this line better. There's a question, what do you think about new Title Tuesday format? Did the format change? I think it's still 11 rounds, 3+1. I don't think the format has changed unless I missed something. Okay, so I was worse for a little while. Oop, okay, not too much time to analyze. Here we go. Oh, it's going to change to 5-0. Oh, wow. Oh, that's actually a big change. I'd probably support that. 3+1 has always been like a weird time control. Because usually the standard is 3+2 or 3-0. But 5-0 is also like a bit more normal. Yeah, when did they announce that? Must have been recent. I saw they announced like the esports thing, which maybe this is related to. Okay, I'm trying to play positionally here. Bishop f5 with attack c2. Queen d2 looks natural. Maybe knight d1, c3. Yeah, this is going to be a really big change. Then time matters a lot more. Let's try and focus here. G4. G4 is interesting. Take rook c1. I feel like I had a very similar idea in like a late episode of my beginner to master speedrun. Like provoking the capture on c2. Of course I missed bishop b3. Oh, no, but bishop e3, I have rook a3. Then c4, oh wow, it gets tricky. I'm calculating bishop b3, rook a3, c4, knight b5. So attacking this and this. I guess I just win back the pawn. d6 is a long-term target. Black is allowing take and then take. I'm not sure about this. I had the rook and the knight. So that was a lot of trades. Rook b3. Pressure the pawn. But I am up a pawn here. e4. Just try and control the center. I might as well try and attack. Like black is kind of tied down. Rook c4 might be coming. So rook b4. It's kind of annoying. There's 95. Hey. I think I have to take a draw. Not what I want. 95. Rook e7. I might try it. Nothing to lose. It looks so risky. I'm playing for a win. Though I have to be careful what I ask for. man. It's been the most ridiculous start to Tylo Tuesday I think I've ever had. Okay. I'm somehow on a plus score. Another game I did not deserve to win. I could easily be at 0 out of 4 currently. Anyway. Let's do game review. $90.4, wow, really? I guess it doesn't reflect the time management. Any brilliant moves this game? One blunder. Okay, let's up the blunder count. Wait, I don't want to analyze. Yeah, game review is a little bit clunky. I usually prefer analyzing just this board. Queen e2 check. Interesting. Queen e7. Bishop e2 is also fine. Oh, a4 was wrong. Because black's not actually threatening b5. And yeah, when I play a4, I give the knight a square. Were there book moves after non-book moves? I mean, the opening I was just kind of playing based on kind of what I played before, and it's typical setup. But things got interesting here. 91 would be safe. I went for aggression. Oh, g4 is also fine. Even though it's not in the top 4 moves, like once it's played, the engine realizes it's playable. Thank you, the fluffiest of bunnies. First time prime. Yeah, so I want a pawn. Oh, wow. Rook d3 best move. Yeah, I should have just realized I don't have to take on b4. Like, this pawn is strong. Oh, bishop f8 just wins. Okay, missed tactics. So then, yeah, white is clearly better. This came back to bite me because g4 became weak, and this became a very strong idea. I tried to prevent it, but then bishop f8. And this is now objectively a draw. I took a big risk in playing knight e5, self-pinning, and then I'm double pinned. G-pawn's very delicate. Somehow white's not losing this. But then white should be losing. Bishop takes e5. How does this work? Take? Oh, very simple. I can't play rook d4 because queen takes b2. Okay. Anyway, that didn't happen. The position was draw. Until it wasn't draw. Like somehow my king slipped away. Let's see the turning point. Yeah, already here it's like, it's very, very tricky for black. f5 only move. Or queen a6. I missed queen h8 initially, but then I found it. Okay. Okay, so we are on break. So where is this announcement about the change of format? Is it? Wonder if people are talking about it in the chat. Also, let me refresh. I'm getting the usual lag that happens with Proctor, like between games. Close out of this. Oh, there's some discussion about lag. Yeah, maybe refreshing helps. See if I can find. .com/today. How about? Aha. Home. It's very hard to like find the actual homepage. I guess this is technically the homepage, but I want like the news maybe? Here we go. Okay, so this is what people were referring to. A single tournament each week. Wow, so they're cutting back. I guess that means what's the current prize fund for Title Tuesday? Is it 2,000? That's actually slightly disappointing. Because with single tournaments, then inevitably there's going to be people in like not the best time zone. The main reason they had 2 tournaments was to appeal to different time zones. So what's the time? Does not say the schedule. Or are they going to change the time? 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. No, this is a state of chess. Okay. Also, let me let me focus on the next game. Oh, is Proctor required for everyone now? Okay, that's a big update. Yeah, for a long time it was not entirely fair. I know Danya talked a lot about it. But they still have to fix like a lot of the technical issues with the lag. Okay, let's focus here. This is a main line. I think it's bishop a6. We've studied something similar to this. The g5. Just bishop e7. Okay. C5 take is worth it. Do this first. I want to take back with a rook. It should be roughly equal. I feel like there's still lots of room to play for a win. I guess both sides can play for a win here. Mm. I have 3 is coming. I think F6 maybe. Feel a little bit cramped. I don't like what I've done. I'm allowing G5. Play G5 myself. Try this. G5 probably take. Oops. Okay. Another game I do deserve to lose. Opponent played well though. I'm on 50%. Yeah, this ending. Maybe at some point there's a draw. I'm not sure. Yeah, just a little bit slow with the king. Man, my accuracy is so low today. No blunders this game. Yeah, it was a critical line too of Cambridge Springs. It's getting laggy. Okay, so bishop e7's fine. Yeah, basically managed to equalize. c5 immediately. I didn't play because d5? Man. It's like almost impossible to analyze. Like pieces just get stuck. Okay. Well now, okay. New game. Moving on. Let's play e4. Let's mix it up. I need a change. I have an Alekhine. Oh, those Sullivan. I don't fully remember like the theory. Bishop c4 move. I have to take my time here. I don't know if I've ever played against O'Sullivan. Take c5, bishop c4, and then take. Or is it knight f3? No. I think this is playable. There's some counter trap. I really don't remember. And from my experience from the black side, if white is able to avoid any of the traps, the middle game position is typically pleasant for white. There's more space, quicker to castle. I might already be threatening. Never mind. F6 might be coming. There's some knight b5 or knight d5 in the air. Queenside castling, wow. I did burn a lot of time. Probably should not have allowed that. I have knight b5. What does black do? Knight b5, d6? Then I take him with a pawn. Oh no, my queen. It's a maiden one threat. Okay, that makes some sense. I have to take. My idea of taking and then a5. Might see knight c8. I'm down a minute. Can still castle either way. It's a game. This might not be good, but I'm going for it. I mean, I have 3 pawns and rook for 2 pieces. Another insane game. I probably should have lost. Like, I was getting outplayed. But then black got a little bit pinned. Bishop and knight somehow found out what pinning feels like. Anyway, three and a half out of 6. Game review. One brilliant move. Knight b5. Oh no, my queen. Okay, let's go. It didn't really lead to much though. I mean, black was able to neutralize. Also, one blunder. Oh, I blundered my rook. Opponent didn't take it. Okay. What was the accuracy? 83, okay. I'm gonna have to watch my O'Sullivan Gambit video. Because somewhere in that video, I think I show a counter trap. I forget where. Here? Because there's also a line c takes d4. Ah, maybe this is it. If black takes, which looks playable because takes here, the bishop's attacked. There's knight c3 take and b4 is winning. The knight can't actually be taken. Okay. I think that's what I was remembering. Bishop b7 is the best move. Bishop b7 is best. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jay Kroos. Happy 9 months. Thank you earlier to Zico Mode. Happy 30. Meaty Old Flaps. First time Prime. Yeah, thanks to everyone who I did not acknowledge from earlier. Okay, moving on. I think at this point I'm just gonna like try and enjoy myself. Maybe I'll play a Stafford if I get the chance. We have a Queen's Pawn. Yeah, it is going to be a pretty big adjustment to 5-0. Like, there's going to be a lot more dirty flagging. Why am I forgetting the line? Oh, there's 2 lines here. Knight b6 or... Let's play the positional line. Knight b6. Bishop f5. Yeah, I think with no increment, then like openings actually become more relevant. Like getting the early time advantage from the opening is a lot more important. Hmm. And there is knight h5 here. Bishop d6. Now, White Castle's kingside, I do have some attack. The White Castle queenside. Knight b5, I have queen b4 check. G4 is called for. It's looking good. G3, rook H6, H4, G5. Also have this very natural plan, knight D6, knight E4. Hmm. Knight D2. Might just go for F5. Rook F1's a threat. Not exactly what I want. Uh, and it's probably closer to equal now. Still gonna try something. Rook G5 is an idea. Rook G5, G4, I take on H3 should be okay. Double on the G file. King runs to F1, I win E3. Rook G1, I win H3. Okay. I actually have a decent score given my quality of play. I feel like this was a more clean game than my other games. 4.5 out of 7. Might actually play up next game. See if anything was missed. Okay, engine likes rook takes g4. Yeah, I felt like I should have had a bigger advantage. Like back when minor pieces were on the board. To be honest, I didn't consider rook takes g4. I show leaderboard, yeah. Grishuk and Min Lei leading the tournament. I'm a point behind Danya. Nepo, I'm a half point behind Nepo. How is that even possible? There's a few of my games, like, I won them, but it felt like I lost. So it really feels like I have less score than I have currently. Hikaru on 5. Oh, that's not good for Hikaru. So I'm a half point behind Hikaru and Nepo. It's pretty crazy. It's super laggy. I think we have one more game until break. Is next week already September 2nd? It is, right? So this is going to be like the last title Tuesday with this format, or this time control. I'll keep this news article open. I'll probably look at this more during break just to have a better understanding. Is there a game still going? Oh, there's one game going. Okay. Oh, here we go. I am playing up. Stafford Gambit time. No. D4. London time. Rook a6, queen c7. I do want to play b4 next. Rook a6, rook b6. d5 might be coming. d5, queen f6. I miss knight g4, but then queen b2. I'm hitting both pawns. Losing back a pawn. Yeah, I wanted to push more, but I mean, the draw is a fair result, especially given the way I'm playing. I have more. Really feels like I should have something here. Like there's candidate moves. My rook and pawn are attacked. I don't want to check with engine just yet. There's a question, what if queen f6 instead of queen takes b2? Yeah, the problem is my pawn's hanging. If I play queen f6, I'm just down a pawn, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure what I could have done. Is there some kind of like rook? Let's see. Miss anything? Queen c1. And then queen takes b2. I was considering this. I didn't see a difference though. Oh, the engine's at very low depth. Okay. The engine just um, eventually realizes it is a draw. And there's queen f4, but this is also very drawish. We'll do game review, see if anything was actually missed. I'm 5 out of 8. Okay, 95% for both of us. I had one miss. Engine likes b3. Yeah, rook f8 felt so natural. Okay, this is another example of the engine being at very low depth. And it, b3 maybe is slightly an improvement over rook f8. But, yeah, it's minuscule. Anyway, we're on another break. I feel like I've recovered decently from the start. I'm drawing a high-rated player, Grandmaster. Oh yeah, I'm using, I think I had changed my settings a while ago. Because if I have like the whatever larger stockfish, then it's going to be more laggy. So we'll keep it as is. Oh, there's a question, could you hide your king on h7? Oh, in the end. Did I try that? So my king started on h7. Oh, and then played g6. That's interesting. The problem is, like, once my queen is forced here, I guess, yeah. If I get to play queen b7, then it could be nice. It's still a draw, but wait, at least has to find some moves. I should have tried that. Maybe this is more accurate. It's queen d7. The problem is it's hard to advance the pawn. Because like whenever I move my queen, first of all, my queen's tied down to the pawn. And then secondly, if I can even somehow get to c3, which I don't know if I can, then white will start giving checks again. But maybe the idea would be to try and walk the king towards the pawn. Oh yeah, I saw the I actually answered the question about the minimalist merch. But yeah, I was actually countering, asking if people have like requests for merch designs, let me know. We are due for some product updates. But currently we do have a merch sale going on. Get 20% using the coupon code shared in chat. Xlam merch. Let me find the break timer. Okay, we have about 3 minutes until next game. Yeah, this opening I played, it's actually a line I studied specifically for the World Rapid and Blitz. But then throughout the whole tournament, I didn't play against a single London. This a6 move. This is one of the main lines is bishop f5, but bishop b5 is slightly unpleasant. And if knight h4 is playable, okay. Might have to brush up on this. Also, if you're just joining, it's Title Tuesday. I've played 8 games so far. I've played what has probably been some of my worst chess, at least early on in the tournament. Some of the games were probably at like a 1200 level. But I feel like I've woken up a little bit. Just drew a GM. There are 3 more games. I could still finish like with somewhat of a good score. There's a question, do you ship to Germany? Answer is yes. I do work with a third-party company. It's called Fourth Wall that manages the merch. But they have, I think, distribution centers like all over the world. So we do ship to most countries. And usually when you place an order, you can just like enter the address and it'll tell you whether it can be shipped there. There's a question, will you be playing late Title Tuesday? I will, yeah. It's already scheduled on YouTube. Late Title Tuesday is at 3 p.m. US Central Time. Oh, this might be the last late Title Tuesday ever. Because yeah, next week they're changing the format. So let's see. Let's Title Tuesday is 11 years old. And yeah, they have announced that it's going to be part of the Esports World Cup, EWC. So a single tournament each week. They've been doing 2 tournaments each week for the last 3.5 years. And it'll be 5-0. 5-0 has the benefit of like not having to wait a long time between rounds for like a single game to finish. That's playing out rook versus rook. Anyway, okay, let's keep moving on. Playing a high-rated FM. Here we go. Have this line. I really need to learn what to do here. I think f3. I know there's f6, e5, but okay, we'll still have a fight. Yes, there is maybe knight a6. Maybe I should have started with c3. Actually, knight a6, I wonder if I can play bishop f7 check. Because then if takes, I take. Now maybe just castle. Castle knight a6. let's go for this. Usually black tries to castle queenside. Wow. A5 is a sign that black's not going to castle queenside. Rook A4, rook B1. Interesting. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. I mean, C6 should come eventually. Might be threatening a next move. Very tricky position. F4, bishop B6, bishop C5, take, take, take. Not sure what's happening. I'm threatening take and take. Bishop C5 seems necessary. Also playable. Take. Oh no. Wait, maybe it's okay. Wow, it's like an endgame study. I'm okay. E2 almost wins, but I take with check. Okay. Oh man. The final position is winning. Like, there's really no way for black to make progress. King E2's coming. Okay. Wow. That's actually very fortunate. Wait, this is winning for black. E2 first. So my point was actually, they had the right idea, just the wrong execution. E2 first, and then I don't have the same resource. Like, I have to stop the pawn, and bishop e6 is coming next. Or if rook e5, then check here, and then bishop f. No, wait, what? Oh, bishop e3. Oh. Yeah, bishop e6 looks natural, but yeah, this saves me. Okay. It's a win. 6 out of 9. So it's definitely a blunder for both of us. Wait, no? Okay, chess.com calls it a miss, which should be a blunder. Apparently I had 3 misses. It's like when I click into the miss, then it changes the interface and I can't like, I guess I could scroll through to try and find the other misses, but then it doesn't even show. Huh. Anyway, no brilliant moves, right? No brilliant moves. I really need to improve my opening knowledge of this. I've gotten this line a few times recently. Yeah, I'll have to check Danya's Jobava London course. He probably suggests bishop e3. Anyway, moving on. Who's this? Rodrigo Vasquez. Oh, Castor. Okay. Let's play c5. Yeah, some players I just know more based on their username rather than their chess.com, or rather than their actual name. Knight a4. Interesting. b6 is a bit tender. Hmm. Just try and get my setup. There's no knight d5. I guess there's this maneuver. Now knight b6 is off limits. Hmm. Knight b4, a3. think I still go for it. Maybe a maneuver to c5. The queen on c7. I drop a pawn. There's b6. I have to take with pawn. Yeah, a little bit unpleasant. What to do? That looks weakening. Take, take. I could take this knight. And knight c6 comes. It doesn't look great. I'm getting squeezed. I feel like an orange. Is there a tactic? Take, take. Maybe not. Feels like there's some counterplay though. But where? I am allowing c5. c5, queen a3. Bishop d4 ideas. Not anymore. No. My thing. It's not going to end well. Opposite color bishops. Okay. For a very brief moment, felt like I had initiative. Like around here. Rook h1 doesn't really threaten this, or rook h8 does not threaten rook h1. Bishops move backwards. I have anything? White is slightly better. Wow. White is never better. Okay, white was much better around here. Yeah, my opponent played like a grandmaster. Squeezed me from the opening. Knight a4, I don't think I've encountered too often, if ever. I mean, I responded in probably what's the most natural way. Bishop e6, knight d7. Okay, let me up the loss counter. Also, let's check for blunders. Towards the end, I probably made a few. No. 6 misses. Wait, that's for white. 1 miss for me. Oh, bishop b2. Interesting. That's actually a nice move. Queen d3. Wait, bishop b2 is not even the best move, according to this engine. Queen a4 was not the best, though. Anyway, final game. Thank you, Hot Sauce. Thank you, Ogle. Appreciate the support. The final game of the morning, Title Tuesday. Maybe the last ever game of morning Title Tuesday, right? With a format change. Also, thank you, Key Whiskey. Appreciate the raid. If you're just joining, I can't actually look at chat. It is Title Tuesday. But this is round number 11. Trying to remember my prep. Rook c1. Bishop e2. Yeah, knight f5 is coming. I don't think there's like too much trickiness I can do here. I'll try and manage my time better. I always say that though, and it's difficult. I do have this move. Bishop h2. Yeah, I played a lot of similar positions where the trade happens. I'll probably c4. That was one of the points of rook c1. Oh, there's takes and knight f5. How bad is this? Queen b3. Maybe it's okay. Oh wait, there's knight d4. Take bishop e6. I'm in trouble. I'm losing a pawn. Unless I have... I allow take on e2. No, that doesn't work. Does it? No. You have to play this. Yeah, this is not good. Down a pawn, black has a bishop pair. Maybe this is going to be a target, though. Yeah, there's actually some compensation. Problem is there's queen f3, bishop b5. Oh, that doesn't work for black. I was worried about this and then this, but I'll have queen d5 with check. Momentum is shifting. Like, this is actually looking really pleasant for white. Somehow this has turned into like a very strong accidental gambit. Rook c7 now. At a 5 on tap. I could take with pawn too, open the file. Actually looks pretty good. Even take on f6. I counterattack the bishop. Yeah, this is really turned around. The fork doesn't quite work. Knight h6. Probably king h2. A safe option. I'm threatening the fork. I have rook g7 as well. Feels really, really close. g4. Hold on to b2. Going after the d-pawn. f6. If black doubles, black gets mated. Hmm. I'm not sure about this. Shomi is reconnecting for a moment. That's very concerning. Oh no. I should still maybe be winning. How do I actually win this? Oh, that's how I win it, by winning on time. Oh dear. I was thrown off a little bit because it showed like disconnected for a split second. This has happened in previous weeks too. Thankfully, it didn't affect me. Okay, I finished with 7, which is actually like a higher score than the last few weeks, I think. Yeah, my technique was not that great. And there should be some like mating idea with the pawn. I just didn't want to play this or this and allow take. Maybe that's the way to go. Or GG7, take, take. Rook HE7. No. This and then this. King G8 and okay. Should be good enough. Anyway. Tournament's over. Final score, 7 points. Congratulations, Min Lei, winning the tournament. 10.5 out of 11. Clear first by far. Hikaru. Wow, so I finished a point behind Hikaru. Arjun kind of up there. Magnus. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the top players like Magnus, Hikaru kind of stumbled. I saw Nepo somewhere too. Oh, there's games still going. Okay, should show the final standings relatively soon. Oh yeah, I should do game review for the final game as well. I think most of my blunders came in the first like 2 games, right? Like 2 or 3 games. Game review. Also, is the final position not winning for me? Maybe I had to walk my king? I'm not sure. Wow, final position is drawn. Even though white's up 2 pawns. I made 2 blunders. Okay. No brilliant moves. C4 was blunderous. And then queen b3. Oh yeah, c4 allowed this whole transformation. Wow, it's still better for white though. But best is gc5 and then c4. Oh, thank you, Benjamin Bach. Appreciate the raid. Shout out to Bach. Hope you had a good stream. I assume also play Title Tuesday. So for those who missed it, I almost missed it myself until people alerted me to it. There's a major format change to Title Tuesday starting next week. So the Title Tuesday this afternoon will be the last event, maybe forever, of 3+1. It's also the last time that there's going to be 2 title Tuesdays in one day. Wait. It says early. What do they mean by early? So they're keeping the early title Tuesday, it looks like. But if there's going to be only one tournament every week, there's no need to distinguish between early and late. So it looks like the tournament will just be at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is 10 a.m. U.S. Central. So I have to get used to waking up earlier. I have to start getting some practice in 5-0. 5-0 changes things a lot. Like the difference between increment and no increment is huge. I have a feeling this is gonna be very favorable to Danya. Like out of all the players, Danya's probably gonna start winning more title Tuesdays because he's just so good with time scrambles. Like it requires a different kind of style of chess if you can grind down your opponent, squeeze out their time. So single tournament, new time control, proctor required for all players. Was that already in place? Like, did all players this tournament have to use proctor? Maybe starting next week. So total prize fund throughout the year. That's nice. Oh, top 3 streamers. Oh, there's a streamer prize. That's cool. I feel like that's just going to go to Hikaru, but or Hikaru or Magnus when they stream. Maybe I have something to fight for. Hey, thank you, Bortnik Chess. I will be wrapping up soon, but oh, thank you, Lile, too. Appreciate the raid. I missed it. I'm getting a lot of raids. Shout out to Lile. Shout out to Bortnik. Yeah, I had alerts muted. I guess I can unmute them for the remainder of the stream. I did just finish Shiloh Tuesday, so I'll probably be ending things very soon. And then I'll go live again in less than 3 hours. I'm trying to understand this. In addition to money, players are also awarded standing points. Okay, so these are the different seasons. And these are how the prizes are awarded. Okay. I'm sure there will be more discussion about this. So this will be... Wait. Oh, so September 2nd is a week from today. It'll also be the stateofchess.com like regular event. Okay. Well, sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up. Gonna try and conserve some energy, get some food and some fresh air, maybe some coffee. I see there's people just joining. Yeah, welcome to everyone who came from the raids, who might be stumbling in. Yeah, the prizes. If people want to like read the article, I can't copy paste it because Proctor doesn't allow for copy paste, but it's on the chess.com news page. So I'm wrapping it up. On Twitch, I'll send the raid to St. Louis Chess Club. And thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys soon.